beautiful angel star seeds and dreamers, welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless tarot reading for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. So, I have so much love for you right now. You're going through such a challenging time, and you're doing it magnificently. I just want you to hear that. I needed you to say it because Spirit wants you to know that it sees your tenacity. It sees your strength in those hard moments, not in the easy moments, the hard moments. And so right now you're going through a bit of a, in between struggling to find your footing in the new timeline. It's almost like everything from the past is emerging for you to release it one last time. Everything in opposition, everything reminding you who you were before, but you're not that person anymore. Can't hold you. It can't hold you for more than a few seconds or minutes because you're already kind of jumping out of it, out of the energy that used to be comfortable and now is not. It's almost like you have these moments of, is this really my life right now? Because you've gone with the flow so much that you've lost yourself, but not in a bad way. You know how sometimes you lose yourself because you focus on something so hard, like on the healing journey or on someone else? You kind of lose yourself for a little bit, but then you switch back and you're like, oh, there I am. It seems to me that you're doing that right now because you've been so focused on one thing in your life that everything else has been not ignored. It hasn't been a balance, has it? You're working on balance right now, and Spirit is helping you see that balance is the way. It's also opening doors for you that you might not feel ready to go through, but you are. You've built your foundation so strong that this period of darkness is not going to get you down, but it's shaking you up. It's almost like this feeling of, I remember how it was. I don't want to go back there, you know? Spirit says it's not about surviving anymore. It's about thriving. But you haven't learned how to do that yet. You know how in those superhero movies, there's this moment where they practice their superpowers? Because if they're not practiced, they kind of kill people accidentally. That's what you're doing. You're building up muscles that you're building up abilities that you're gonna need in the future. And the thing is, your future is so big, it's bigger than many other people's, let's say. And it's so big that it needs bigger abilities. So you can't be comfortable in the shadows because it's too safe there. You're not, when you were hiding, you weren't working up those muscles that you would need in the future. Does that make sense? It's like you're being pushed to the end of your abilities right now because you're supposed to stretch your abilities. Because what's coming is big. You asked for big. Spirit says, oh, Spirit. Spirit says, you asked for big. We're getting you there. But you can't exactly complain by our methods because they work. And you're like, yeah. And you know they work. You know when they push you, when they challenge you, when life challenges you and pushes you, you know that's when you grow, and that's when you heal, and that's when you get stronger and more tenacious, and when you develop your abilities. and you were almost hoping for a relaxing rest after an intense period of time, short intense. But now it's almost like, okay, you've rested enough, let's go. Let's go through all of those fears and things. And I feel like your focus is just so much on this growth journey that you've forgotten how to just be. And I think you need to be. You need to relax, you need to play, to be joyful again. Go to a place where the things you love are. So for example, for me, it's a bookshop. I'm going to go to the books to relax, or to the beach because I love the sea. Just go to where the things you love are and get lost in it for a little bit. Okay, let's do the reading because I feel like I've been channeling for too long now. Temperance in reverse. You're being impatient with the process because the process is getting too much, too long. You're waiting too long for something. You're getting too human. Too human for spirit. Spirit is like, oh, you little human. Come here. Remember, we're all doing this for what we're doing this for. And you're like, yeah, I remember my dreams, my dream life, my perfect lifestyle and partner and all the good things. And spirit is like, yeah. So let's keep going. Two of Swords. You're indecisive about something. I'm sensing that you're being presented with choices or with offers that you need to decide on, but right now you're holding back a little bit. You can't see which door is going to lead to the place where you want to be. It's almost like you're afraid that you don't know which door goes to your dream life, but that's not the point. It's just choosing a door. It's just choosing a door. The World in the reverse. You're refusing to end something. It's almost like something is lingering in the air, in your heart, in your being, and you're not letting it go. It's like you're stopping the next from coming by holding on to the... See, all of these are in reverse. The Chariot, the Tower, and Four of Swords. You're not resting. You're not letting things happen. You're stagnating yourself. It's almost like before life was stagnant and things were not happening, and you were like, damn, let's just go already. And when you started to go, you got overwhelmed. And when you got overwhelmed, you started to resist this crazy sort of acceleration, right? You started to slow down and you were like, no, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. This is not, no. Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't know why everything's in reverse right now, but, and I checked, by the way, like I checked, it's almost like you're not seeing eye to eye with spirit. That's what I'm gonna say. I know it sounds weird, but go with me, okay? It's like spirit is saying, you're doing great, keep going this way. And you're like, no, I don't feel like the darkness is the right way to go. I want to go to the light. But spirit's reminding you, wait, the darkness is actually where we have to go through. And you're like, no, I don't want to go down this dark path. I'm afraid. And spirit is like, you can do it. You're strong enough. You're slowing a process down. You're slowing the process down, and don't blame yourself for a second, because I know you want to blame yourself. But that's just your process. That's our human process, to slow down something that doesn't feel good. I mean, of course you're not going to want to go in the dark where all the fears are. Of course. That's a human thing. Spirit doesn't expect you to be like, yay, let's go. Spirit doesn't expect you to be superhuman. This is your process. So whatever you're putting off right now, it's fine. It's fine. Just remember that you're going to get through this moment of stagnation, and you're going to go, and you're going to go. Strength in reverse. You think you're not strong enough, but you are. I feel so much love in my heart for you right now, because I know how you feel. It's like this, you know how strong you are. And you look around and you're like, I should have done this and this and this and this and this by now, but it hasn't happened. It's my fault. No, it's not. Actually, you did all the right things. The thing is that nothing happens overnight. You can't, your inner can't turn into outer with a snap of the fingers, you know, like you're not super strong. The thing is, you have your strength and it's big and it's huge, but it's not so strong that you can instantly manifest things instantly. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to tell you that you can't do that. You can't. But you can over time. You're just not letting yourself slow down and go with the flow. Remember the flow? We were supposed to go with the flow, but when the flow got bad, you stopped, you slowed down. You were like, no, I don't want to go with this flow. I want to choose a different flow, but there's no other flow than the flow of life. And you didn't want to go down that road because it's scary and painful and it asks too much of you. You're like, why are you asking me so much? Why are you pushing me so much? Why are you pushing me? You're telling Spirit, why are you pushing me beyond my limits? Why? And Spirit goes, because you can take it. Do you get it? We know you better than you do. We know how much you can take. Duh. And you're like, I wish I could take less. You're like, I wish I could take less so I don't have to fight so hard. And at the same time, you're not supposed to fight either. It's almost like you fought. It's almost like, okay, listen, you're in a period of your life where you have to balance the feminine and masculine, right? And you do that brilliantly. You act when you have to act, and you step back when you have to step back, you know, just push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. That divine dance with life, right? The thing is that when everything gets bad, like scary and like seems like you're failing and everything goes wrong, you forget about the steps. And so that's why you have to go through that process again and again until you learn it, until you can apply it like that. Get it? And so right now, your body seems to be wanting you to stop fighting yourself, stop fighting the flow, stop fighting bad things. It's almost like you want to avoid the bad things, but fighting them gets things worse. And so you're fighting yourself, you're fighting the flow. You're supposed to relax into the flow of bad. I know it sounds horrible. Your human brain is like, no, I don't want things to be bad. I'm going to go in a direction where everything can be good. But there's no such direction. This is the process that you committed to, the process of growth and healing and awakening. And that process is not easy, my friend. And you know this. And you've gone through really tough cycles. And maybe you felt before that they were out of your hands. It almost like it was done to you. And now you're kind of doing it to yourself, but no, that's not none of it is true. It's just happened. No one's doing it to anybody. You get it? It's like, something is not a reward or punishment. It's just a process. The whole thing is this homogeneous process that you see as good and bad. Does that make sense? Spirit says, it's like, you're forgetting that you have so much strength in this, and your strength is to relax and to let go. The star, exactly. You're healing, babe. You're healing, and look at these rainbows. Look at these rainbows. You have all the colors inside of you, and you're doing so great. It's just that you're fighting the process now. You were fighting for yourself, but now somehow you have veered into fighting yourself in the flow. You're not supposed to do that. Spirit is like, hey, hey, psst, psst. Let's go back to just the flow, huh? Let's go back to the flow. Oh. Three of Wands. You're waiting for something to arrive. Swords. You're afraid that what arrives is going to hurt you. You're afraid of getting hurt again because maybe you associate the discomfort with something bad's going to happen, right? But actually, it should be something good's going to happen. And I know that makes no logical sense, but we're beyond logic. We're into the spiritual. We're into the intuitive. We're into, and even now, this video, I'm stumbling over my words. They're not flowing. You see, the energy is obstructed. And the thing is, nothing is obstructing you. You're obstructing yourself, and you know this. Queen of Cups and Page of Wands in reverse. You're not listening to your heart and your passion. You're so serious into something that has to be done right now. You feel this responsibility that it has to be done. But maybe you can do it with heart. Maybe you can do it with passion. What happened to those things? One day you woke up and you were like, damn, everything is too serious now. You're not playing anymore. You're not having fun. You're not enjoying. You're not looking forward to things. You're just doing things, going through the motions and waiting for it to end. It's almost like you've lost these kernels of, you're going into survival mode, my friend. Hardcore, into survival mode, because your circumstances are requesting it of you. The problem is that we're over that energy now. We have learned that survival mode is not how we operate. It's not how we want to live our lives. The thing is, it's really hard to get out of that energy when it's all you know. You're going to learn, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out. It's just a hard time when you're trying to see how you can, what the alternative to survival mode is. It's going with the flow, it's relaxing, it's trusting. And you're finding it really hard to do. Six of Cups in reverse. The key is to detach from your past. Don't go into, this worked in the past, so I'm going to do that again. Don't expect anything. Don't assume anything. Just go with the flow as it is now, as you feel it now. It's almost like you're a little bit pushing your intuition down because you're afraid what it's going to tell you, but it's going to tell you to relax, you know? Relax into the discomfort, relax into the bad things happening, relax into the chaos around you, relax into this period of time that is out of your control. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is today's energy, you guys. You're so used to regretting, being stuck, and defending yourself, fighting for what you want, that you don't know how to not fight. Oh, I feel so much love for you right now from Spirit. From Spirit. Spirit is like my beautiful little star child. I love you so much. You're doing so great. And this is the old you. This is not going to be forever. This is you shedding that skin, that layer of helplessness. You're now empowered to go beyond it, and you are. But you have to shed all of it before I give you the next stage. All of it. This is your past, my friend. The Magician in reverse. This is your past. You don't have to control anything. You don't have to be hopeless or stuck or anything. In a strange way, you're taking your life in your hands by letting it go. You're like, Jesus, take the wheel. Universe, take the wheel. I understand that the ultimate form of control is not to have control. The ultimate fight is not fighting. The ultimate peace is just going with the flow. The win is the loss. It's incredible. It's an incredible reading. I think you really need to hear this right now. What's done is done. There's no going back. Exactly. You're not going to go back to what you used to be. They've put you on a pedestal. People put you on a pedestal, but they don't know how hard it is to be you. They think it's so easy for you, but it's actually very hard. It was too much too soon. I think you thought the process would be good now, but the process is never just good. It's always balanced. So if you want those amazing highs, you got to have those lows too. If you want your dreams to come true, you have to fight for them, but also allow them. It's like the process is not going to change. You change through the process. That's very powerful. I'm trying to work with you. Spirit is trying to work with you. Spirit is really trying to work with you, and it's succeeding. I was selfish. You're not selfish. You're doing great. You're doing something that very few people can do. You're coming out of the dark. I thought you'd wait for me. You're not waiting anymore for anything or anyone. Your life is on a brink of a huge change. And in the brinks of change come difficulty. Pressure makes diamonds. Never forget that when it gets dark. It's just a way to get to the light. I was afraid you couldn't love the real me. Many times in your life, you couldn't love yourself. Not the way you were, but now you're starting to adore yourself. Even if you make a mistake, even if you do something stupid, you love yourself through that. Through that process, you love yourself, and you love yourself through the darkness by reminding yourself there's light on the other end. This is your supreme divine love to yourself, to be strong and to believe you're going the right way. And your divine love for the spirit, that it's going to get you there too. Together, you're going to create something incredible. Not you alone, not spirit alone, together. And you have to constantly remind yourself, I love you, I hate you. You kind of love and hate spirit at the moment because it's pushing you too hard. And exactly, purging. You're purging too much. You're purging a whole life, a lifetime of fear, survival, misery, difficulty, opposition. You're purging a whole life of self-hatred and self-doubt and self-fear of everything and everyone, including yourself. It's almost like you're purging the deepest parts of you, which creates the darkest moments for you. Those moments are not easy, I know. But they're what has to happen for you to be purified and ready for the next thing. Another lesson needs to be learned first, exactly. Another lesson needs to be learned here. I feel your pain and your fear and your doubt. I feel you sometimes asking, am I delusional? Is this just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse? I know where you are. I know how you feel. But we both know, we all know that this is not how it works. Even your reasonable mind knows that this is not how it works. They're so passionate about you. Someone's passionate about you. Someone wants your attention. Someone wants your attention. I'm fading a little bit because this requires a lot of energy. So I'm just going to go through a few cards for your guidance and then a few woodies and we're going to be done. Okay. This is already a big message that you need to process. Abundance. Exactly. That's what I was saying. This is on the other side of this dark tunnel. Abundance. Your abundance is coming. If you can just message of love. Exactly. This entire message has been one of love, of encouragement, of adoration, of pride. You're doing so great even when everything is so hard. Reproach. You always blamed yourself for everything. But this is not to be blamed on you because there's nothing wrong right now. Right now is the divine dance of the of life. It's like you're so used to losing things that you don't even know how to not lose things. It's almost like you expect to lose things, but don't be in that energy. Don't be in that energy because that's the wrong energy for you. You've outgrown that energy and that's no longer good for you. Laugh. Exactly. Laugh. Just laugh. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at the ridiculousness of how hard this is. Speak your truth. Say something. Speak true. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. God. Spirit is holding your hand through this. Even if it doesn't feel like it, time. It's divine timing and it's almost there. It's almost time for the better things. Risk. But it requires a lot of risk on your part. It requires a lot of faith, blind faith. You have to jump from that cliff and not know where you're going to land. Green. Ground yourself in nature. It's green for go with the flow. One more, Spirit says. Two more. Team ball. Remember that this is not just you. This is you passing the ball to Spirit. Spirit passing the ball back to you. You've done a lot in the past few months, weeks, whatever, years. You've done a lot. And now is the time to pass the ball and trust it's going to be okay. Let go of the ball. The ball right now maybe doesn't even have to be in your hands. Let go of the ball. You're going to be fine. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Good luck. I'm sending you love and light and truth and peace and freedom. It's all coming. Everything is coming. You just gotta believe. Let me know if it resonates in the comments. Like, subscribe, all those nice things, and I'll see you next time. Bye.